Oh my gosh, guys, check this out. I was wondering how they're gonna ship the tire. I thought they would maybe put it in a box or something, but they just literally put it in the back of the FedEx truck. They have this little envelope that says where my address is. This number on the tire that says what envelope has my address. Oh my god. Well, at least it's here. The tire looks pretty good. It's still got these little things from the factory, and the inside of it does not look like it has any problems. All right, now for the moment of truth. I got my electronic caliper. It's all zeroed out, and I'm gonna test the depth of the treads. So the range I'm looking for is anywhere between 6.8 and 7.2 millimeters. Ooh, 6.5. Let me just keep checking. So I put it on like that, and then I extend the rod down all the way, and then 6 point, oh my gosh. That could actually be bad. I might have to contact the seller because as far as I know, yeah, like I did my research, I checked what he said on this, and this is not supposed to be that bad. Let me go upstairs and check. Okay, here's a listing on eBay. So it says 9:30 seconds. And you can see in the pictures, it looks a lot better. Like if they put this tire stuff on it that made it all black like that, it should be at least, you should see at least some of it on there. It could be the wrong tire or something. I don't know. But yeah, the only thing I can say from this is that I got a good deal. 9 divided by 32. That's how many, that's in inches. 0.28. That's 7 millimeters. It was like 6 millimeters. That's kind of a big deal, I think. Just so you guys know what 7.2 millimeters is missing off of this, it's not very much. So it isn't the end of the world. I'm sure just about that much won't have too much effect on the car, but still I'm gonna contact the eBay seller and see what he can do. It turns out that what was inside of this envelope was not about the tire, and it was actually the title of my car. So that's really awesome. Look at this though, today. This took like a month to arrive. All right, I did some math about the whole tire thing. So diameter subtracted maximum tread difference. And then I took the circumference divided by inches and miles. This one's the original tire. It'll turn 720 revolutions per mile. And then the new one that I bought off eBay will only turn 2 more revolutions per mile. So I'm over it now. I'm like, okay, it's actually not that bad. If you think about it, you go 60 miles an hour. That's pretty fast for an entire minute, and that's a mile. Especially since the Mustang does not have front wheel drive. You see when I spin this, it's not connected to anything, so there's no drive line or any axles. I just came back from the tire shop, and they put the eBay tire on here, and they threw the other one away, and they even were nice enough to, where'd it go? Balance the tire. So that's awesome. All for 35 bucks. So I guess pretty good deal, I think. As you can see here, I got a bunch of cool packages and stuff. So I'm just gonna go through what I got. I got some hammers for auto body. So you take your hammer and you got your piece of metal, and then you would hammer it flat. I also got this thing. Looks like a hair dryer. It pretty much is. It's 1500 watts and it's a heat gun. You would not want to dry your hair with this because even from this distance, when I was putting my hand in front of it, it was hard to hold in my hand. It's very hot. Next, these are the hubcaps. They say Ford on them, and they will go right there. And they match pretty well, and they look great. And they were only 20 bucks. I'm not gonna put them on today though. I don't know, I just don't want them to get damaged or stolen or something. So the next thing is these plastic clips are on every single car, and they just fall out all the time, even if there isn't a crash or anything. But this Mustang is missing a few. There's just a bunch of different sizes here, and I can just pick the one that looks the most like the others and put it in, and I don't think anyone will notice. And then the last thing, this is the shock to the car. Sadly, we can't really put this on the car. I'm still gonna open the box though, just to see if it's the right one. This thing's pretty heavy. It seems pretty good, pretty sturdy, definitely. I like the paint on it. The one that's already on the car is kind of rusty. So this looks very nice and new. I think it'll fit. Let me go and check. It looks the same. Yep. Looks pretty good. Today the goal is to take off the front fender and the hood. I'm so glad I got the fender off. There weren't any videos online on how to remove it, so I kind of just had to guess. So the next thing to do is remove the hood. Man, the hood looks so cool when it's not sitting on the car. It's just like, is that a spaceship or something? It looks alien, looks mean. It's so cool. Yeah. There's a bunch of bolts left over, and I think it's important to keep track of all these, so I'm going to put them in little plastic bags and then write on it what it is. Like, so on this one I'll write headlight. It's a new day, and I got even more packages. Alright, let me see what I got. This is the seam sealer that I cannot use because it's obviously, you know, too dangerous to glue parts back together, but I'll figure out a way. There's probably some other piece that has to be glued back on. So I'll keep that somewhere. Next. Alright, I guess this isn't really mine, but this is a battery that is supposed to go to our car trailer. It's still a project in itself because all of the electrical stuff needs to be done on it. So I might make a few videos on the trailer, but that is the battery for the trailer. Zinc primer. So this stuff is pretty important. If you're working on raw, like bare metal, you gotta spray this on it so it doesn't rust. That's basically what it's used for. This is some masking tape, and it has 3 feet of plastic attached to it. Last package. I always save the biggest package for last. That is just a Christmas tradition of mine. I pretty much already know what's in here, but let me open it. Yep, this is the piece. Let me go see if it fits. Moment of truth. Looks good. So the plan is still to drill out these spot welds, and after pulling the damage as much as I can pull. If not, then this will have to all be done by the body shop if I can't get this perfectly straight. But this metal isn't too thick, and it's not too heavy, this piece, so this may not be too bad to pull out. There is one more package that hasn't come yet. It is the welder. It's a really nice welder. I don't completely know what it looks like. It was sort of a combined purchase with me and my dad, but it should be here by the end of the day, and I will try to use it. I've never welded before, but it's gonna be pretty awesome. I don't know exactly how it will fit into this build, if I'll even use it or not, but just it's a great thing to have. I'm sure somewhere it'll be used. Yes, the hydraulic pullback ram arrived. Yeah, they put it in like the weakest bubble wrap ever, but it doesn't even need it because this thing is like a solid piece of metal. When I ordered these two tools, they didn't say what size hose or fitting they have, so I just guessed and I assumed that these were from the same company. It looks like I guessed correctly. So that goes in like that, and then I, screw that on like that. Moment of truth. Will this thing actually work? Got the valve all tightened up. All right, let's give it one pump. Oh wow, I thought it wasn't working, but if you look really closely, it's just very, very slow. I'm sure this thing can easily pull 10 tons like it says. So this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna have the ram here and I'm gonna have it attached to something really heavy, maybe a tree or something. And then the end of the chain, I'll have a clamp and then it'll be attached to the car somehow. The second problem I'm having with eBay right now is that I ordered a clamp to attach to here so I can pull, but the clamp should have arrived by now, but it hasn't. Maybe the package was lost somehow. Anyways, I ordered a new one from a different seller and it's already shipped on the first day, and the other seller is supposed to give me a refund. So that really sucks, but the next episode should definitely be about me pulling the car.